Hi you guys, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. So it's not quite cool here yet. Like today it was 86 degrees, but I've been wanting to make a couple soups because it's that time of the year. It's the fall season, you know, the pumpkins, the leaves, all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in my head that it's cold outside and I want some soup. So I'll be making a couple different soups. The first one today, not today. I'm not gonna make two soups today. I'm gonna make one soup today, and it's gonna be chicken and dumplings. And then I'll do another one maybe in a day or two. We're gonna do some zuppa toscana, the Olive Garden zuppa toscana. It's my favorite when I go there. So anyway, let's get started and pretend that it's freezing outside so we can enjoy this delicious chicken and dumpling soup. All right, you guys, let's go. Okay guys, so I have 6 drumsticks here that we're gonna cook. And I chopped up everything to get it ready. So I have this. I did 4 carrots and I just cut them in half and then chopped them up. And then like the bigger end pieces, I cut them in half again. So I have 4 carrots here, and then I had 2 celery stalks here. Just cut them up into little pieces as well. And then I have a half an onion, and we're gonna use half of this to cook the chicken, and then we're gonna save the other half and cook them with the carrots, you'll see. So half an onion here, and then I just have a few smashed garlic cloves that we're gonna put half of them in with the chicken too. So let's get over to the chicken and show you how I do that. Okay, so we're gonna boil this on medium low, and I have like 3 cups of water in here already. And I'm gonna put the chicken in here, and we wanna cover it. So once I put the chicken in here and add some spices, I'll add some more water or chicken stock to cover it up. So we are going to do 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon of onion powder. And then I'm going to do a couple teaspoons of salt and a couple teaspoons of black pepper and about a teaspoon of thyme. Okay, so now we're going to do half of this onion, remember? I'm going to save this other half. And then half of the garlic here. Put that in there. And I just have some chicken stock, and I'm just going to, and you can just use water because obviously the chicken is going to make chicken stock. But I'm just going to cover this up here with the rest of this chicken stock. Because once this boils, we are going to drain it, you know, but we're going to keep this because we're going to use it as the soup base. So you just want to let this cook for a good hour, hour and a half, like on a medium low. So while that does that, I'll show you what I do with the carrots before we add them in. Okay, so now over medium heat, medium high-ish, I have a pan. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and a couple tablespoons of butter. And then we're just going to heat up our carrots a little bit, just to give extra flavor. So when we put them into the soup, it's just going to have this extra flavor on here. It's going to be so good. So I'm just going to saute these up with the onions, and I'll throw in the garlic here in a little bit. So hold on, I'll be back. Okay, so this just smells so good already. I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of salt and pepper. And now I'm going to throw in this garlic. And they're pretty much halfway cooked through, which is what I want. You don't want to cook them all the way. So I'm going to add in the celery just to get some flavor, some of this flavor in and on it, in and on it. So there we go. I'm going to turn this off and just let this sit until we are ready to put them into the pot. Okay, you guys, Oh gosh, looks so good. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes because I like to cook it on like a medium low. So what we're gonna do is strain this, but we're gonna strain it into another bowl because we are gonna use this stock for the soup after we get done straining the chicken. So make sure you strain it into another bowl and save that. And then I'm just gonna let these kind of cool off a little bit in the colander so I can shred it off. Okay, I'll be back when I do that. Okay, so I strained it and I have it in a bowl, and I'm going to put it back in the pot that we cooked it in after I wipe it off. So I have that, and then I'm just cooling these off a little bit so I can handle them. I'm going to take off the skin and then shred them off so we can put it into the stock here. Okay, so I shredded it. Oh gosh, it smells so good already. So we're going to put it on the stove. And yeah, let me transfer over there and I'll put you back on. Hold on. Okay, so I have a can of cream of chicken soup. I'm going to put this in here, and I turned up the heat a little bit just so I can whisk this in and dissolve it. So I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit to do that. Now, if you want the soup lighter, which I've done, just don't add this. This just makes it a little heartier and more delicious to me. They're both delicious even if you don't add this. One is just a little bit lighter without using this, so they're both good, but we're doing a little hearty soup today. So I'm gonna whisk this in, and I got the heat turned up a little so it can help dissolve. And I think it should be good. Sometimes if you didn't add enough water or chicken stock, it might get a little thick, and it might just because we're going to add the carrots and celery. But I'm going to do that after this dissolves a little bit. So let me come back when this dissolves and let's see where we're at. We might need to add like a half a cup of chicken stock or water. Okay, so once you got that in there, we're going to add in the carrots and celery and onions that we sauteed. And I don't think I'm going to add any water, by the way, because I like it just how it is. I don't know if you guys like heartier soup or thinner. Totally up to you, but this is perfect because right now, while this cooks on medium low, like this is great, right? It's soupy, it's got all the stuff, but we're gonna add the dumplings and that's gonna thicken it up also, so we are good. All right, so I'm gonna cover this up again and we're gonna make the dumplings. Let's go. Okay, sorry, before we start making the dumplings, I'm just gonna add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of paprika. Just whisk that in. Okay, all right, now let's go make the dumplings. Okay, so we have 2 cups of flour in here, and I'm gonna put in, I chopped them in little cubes, about 5 tablespoons of cold butter. Now this is where you can get your hands dirty. It's kind of fun. Get your clean hands dirty. So just mix it around so they, make little pea sizes or crumbles. And then we'll add the other stuff. Okay, hold on, I'll be back. Okay, so now we're gonna add in 4 tablespoons of baking powder. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1 teaspoon of dried parsley flakes. And you can use fresh, but I tend to like using the dry for whatever reason. Okay, just gonna use our lovely hands again and mix that together. Okay, and now we're going to add in a cup of milk. Okay, hold on. Okay, I had to get a fork. All right, we're just gonna pour that in. Beautiful. Because now we're just gonna drop these by the spoonfuls on top of the soup. Here, I'll bring you over there. One sec. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 10 minutes covered. After I put in the carrots, they should be good to go. So I'm going to do a quick stir. And now, well, let's just make sure. You want to make sure the carrots are done. You don't want a crunchy carrot, right? Perfect. Okay. So now you're going to take like a big spoon and you're just going to drop them. Get it together like a big roundful and just drop them right there. And so once I get them all in here, we're going to cover it and cook it for about 10 minutes on medium low, and then uncover it for about 5 minutes. And then you'll be good to go. Okay, let me finish these. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So, oh, they look so good. So this made about 10, and I like big ones, so you can make them smaller if you want. But this made about 10 dumplings. So now I'm going to cover it, and remember it's on medium low, more towards low, and we're just going to let it cook for 10-15 minutes. And then we'll take the lid off and cook it for 5, and then it's ready. Okay, guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. Oh, it looks so good. So I'm just going to take the lid off and then cook these on medium low with the lid off. And I just like to take some of the soup and put it over to help it along. I love these kind of dumplings. They literally just like melt in your mouth. Okay. This is so perfect. This is such a good, yummy, hearty soup. It felt so nice to cook this with football on in the background and the smell of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's let this cook for a good 5-7 minutes uncovered, and we'll be good to go. Okay, you guys, it is done. Let's plate it up. I'm so excited. So excited. So yeah, if it does get a little thicker, because I was mixing around and I probably added like a half a cup of water. If it does get thicker, you can always add to help it out. So just eyeball it. You'll know. All right, let's plate it up. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, so good. Here it is. So, and you can, in the pot, you can open them up and just make sure they're all cooked. They are. Like the timing is perfect, and how you cook it, they cook up just fine. But I always break one open to taste it. I'm talking about the dumplings. So anyway, there you go, guys. I'm so excited to eat this. It's so comforting and delicious. And let me know if you try it or how you make your chicken and dumplings. I know there's different ways. I know there's like noodle strips. I'm not a fan of that kind, but let me know. I'd love to hear from you, or just drop a comment and say hi. I'd love to hear from you. All right, you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.